Hi everybody, in this video we're talking about how you may be unknowingly making your sciatica worse. We'll go through 11 everyday habits to stop immediately so that you can fix your low back pain and sciatica for good. Welcome to the Health How-To channel where we talk about some great life hacks and easy tips to achieve better health. Please subscribe and share your best tips that you have found to be helpful for getting rid of your back pain and sciatica so that we can all benefit in our own personal journey to better health. So what 11 everyday habits are making your sciatica worse? Number 1, wearing high heels. High heels shift your center of gravity forward, increasing the arch in your low back and putting more pressure on the nerves in your low back. Also, high heels have a smaller surface area and shock absorption capacity for each step that you take, causing more force to translate up your spine. If wearing high heels is a non-negotiable for you, at least consider a wedge type of high heel that doesn't have as high of an angle. Also, stay away from stilettos and pointy-toed shoes. For more footwear information, watch our videos on how to fix bunions and plantar fasciitis. Number 2, always leaning on your armrest. Another way that you may be making your sciatica worse is by always leaning on the same side. Do you have a favorite side of the couch where you lean on one hip more than the other? Or perhaps at work, you tend to lean to the right to use the mouse. Or maybe you drive a lot and lean to the left with your forearm on the window ledge. All of this leaning on the same hip over time leads to progressive, uneven pressure on your low back and hip. Adaptive shortening of the back and hip muscles make it even more likely that it feels uncomfortable to weight bear evenly through both hips. You may find that your back always tends to hurt on the same side, or you have pain when you roll over in bed. What should you do instead? Try sitting on the opposite end of the couch, or moving the mouse more to the center. Or if you really want to challenge your brain, try using your left hand to use the mouse. Number 3, standing with most of your weight on the same leg can worsen your sciatica and back pain. Do you tend to put one hand on your hip? Or how about putting something on the hip of your non-dominant side, like a laundry basket or a child? When you habitually put all of your weight through one leg, your pelvis and spine become rotated and you develop weakness through your back and glute muscles. Over time, you can start feeling pain, tingling, numbness, or weakness down the leg, and sometimes you can also get back and hip spasms. You may start having pain when you try to put on your shoes and socks because your pelvis and hip muscles have become shortened and pinch onto the sciatic nerve. So the next time you are standing, consciously put equal weight through the soles of both feet. You may be surprised at how unnatural and perhaps even off-balanced you feel. Number 4, always crossing the same leg over the other knee or ankle can worsen your sciatica. Much like standing on one leg, we often cross the same leg over the other out of habit. One study showed that people are 2 times as likely to cross the right leg over the left. This can lead to an uneven shortening of the hip flexors and rotation of the pelvis. If you tend to sit like this every day, eventually uneven wear and tear of your low back can occur. If you love sitting with your legs crossed, make sure you spend about the same amount of time with the other leg crossed over so that you don't develop body asymmetry over time. Number 5, lifting with your knees straight. If we think of straight standing as putting 100% of pressure on your discs, then lifting, such as picking something off the floor, can put 220% pressure, as in more than double, on your discs. That's why you need to get into the habit of bending your hips and knees to take some pressure off your back every time you go to lift. You want to use your bigger leg muscles to do the lifting, namely your glutes and quads. practice keeping your back straight and getting into a mini squat position when you load the dishwasher, vacuum, make your bed, and take things out from the bottom drawers. Number 6, standing with your belly out. This type of posture is commonly referred to as sway back posture. Typically, the large muscles at the back of the legs, known as the hamstrings, as well as the lower back muscles are overly short and tight. Also, the tendency to stick the belly out is associated with abdominal weakness. Finally, a sway back standing position can be linked with hyperextended or locked hips and knees from loose ligaments. The best way to examine your posture is to have someone take your picture from the side when you're not paying attention. If you have a sway back posture, try to move your upper body back so that your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles are stacked right on top of one another. Tighten up your abdominals slightly with a backward pelvic tilt. Stretch out those tight back muscles with a child's pose. And stretch your hamstring muscles frequently. Watch our videos on posture for more tips. Number 7, never lying on your back. Do you sleep on the same side all the time? When you sleep in the fetal position, your back is curved forwards for most of the night. If you like to sleep in the side-lying flamingo position with one leg up and one leg down, your pelvis can become habitually rotated or twisted. The position that puts the least amount of pressure on the spinal discs is lying flat on your back. If you find it too uncomfortable because of back stiffness, tailbone pain, or a large arch, you can try putting your legs up on a few pillows or over a chair. Over time, you may be able to start reducing the number of pillows under the knee until you can straighten out completely. Number 8. Exercising in a chair could be making your back pain worse. When you lift weights from a slouched sitting position, such as doing bicep curls or rows, you could be increasing your intradiscal pressure by 285%. If you have back pain already, you definitely want to avoid all of those sitting abdominal exercise videos. A simple solution is to do your upper body exercises while standing. If they must be done sitting, make sure your chin is tucked in and your back is completely straight. Number 9, stop bending forwards to get out of bed. During the night, the discs between the vertebrae absorb fluid, making them slightly bigger. One study showed that the discs could swell by 10.6%. The increased fluid volume in the discs can be a reason that your spine feels stiff first thing in the morning. Imagine if your discs were like car tires and every night they got inflated. If you're in the habit of quickly pulling yourself up into the sitting position to get out of bed, you could be at risk of pinching down on your discs or nerves. Other risky moves to avoid first thing in the morning include sit-ups, bending to brush your teeth, putting on your pants and socks, lifting the baby out of the crib, changing diapers, or sitting slouched over to check your phone. What should you do instead? We want to gradually reduce the pressure in the discs by slowly reducing the fluid as we change from lying overnight for hours to being upright during the day. Start by rolling to your side and then pushing yourself up to sitting with a straight back. Go from sitting to standing again with a straight back, using your hips and knees to rise up. Then walk around for 5 minutes before engaging in any forward bending type movements. Or have a hot shower while working on your upright posture before bending over at the hips to brush your teeth. Number 10, stop doing sit-ups and ignoring back exercises. Will doing 100 sit-ups a day lead to those elusive six-pack abs? Maybe, but this high reward exercise comes with a high risk. Traditional sit-ups, including roll-ups and bicycle crunches, can put a tremendous amount of pressure on your discs and can even lead to weakness of their outer disc wall and an eventual disc herniation. How else can you get those six-pack abs? A safer and even better abdominal and back exercise is the plank, dead bug, and bird dog exercise. These core exercises keep your spine in a neutral position, and you'll definitely feel your abs working when done correctly. And finally, number 11. What is the biggest reason for progressive low back pain and sciatica? Sitting for hours at a time. In reality, humans were not meant to sit in a chair all day long. In our hunter-gatherer days, we were walking, running, crouched down, standing, and lying. Our bodies were designed to move, and we thrive on it. Sitting can lead to weak abs, tight and stiff hips, stretched out back muscles and ligaments, compressed discs and nerves, neck stiffness, varicose veins, and low energy. Sitting forwards in a slouched position puts 185% more pressure through your discs. What's even worse? Hours spent sitting slouched over your phone. A quick look at your digital well-being settings on your smartphone can tell you exactly how many hours you spend on your phone, usually in the slouched forward position. Add in a few more hours of sitting for meals, TV, work, studying, driving, and other screen time, and you can see how your back pain will keep coming back if you don't change your habits. The scary part is that neck and back pain starts younger and younger. Check out our video on text neck pain in kids. What should you do instead? Get up every 20 minutes. You don't need to stop typing or even looking at your phone. Set your phone's timer or smartwatch to vibrate every 20 minutes, or install an app that will alert you when you're using a device. Practice sitting up tall, both feet on the floor. Trade in a sedentary lifestyle for more physical activity. Get more tips from our How to Motivate Yourself to Exercise videos. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any health how-to videos where we talk about easy ways to improve your health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.